Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Leslie. Right now we're going to do a full moon reading for your sign in Aquarius, and it is currently the full moon in Aries, which is also the harvest moon and a super moon. So hopefully you all are enjoying that. I know I have had a really interesting day today. It has been challenging and just dramatic. It has felt very emotional. So I will say that. So yeah, this is going to be a 7-card spread, and I'm going to get the cards out and then we're going to go through those cards. I will clarify them and then we'll get an oracle to close out the reading. All right. Spirit, what is the message for Aquarius? What is the full moon message for Aquarius? All right. Okay, Aquarius. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Wands. There's quite a bit of wand energy here, so you may have fire in your sign, in your chart, or just have a lot of passionate energy around you right now. So in the position of what you should be letting go of this full moon, we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is about, again, it's a fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, which is appropriate for this Aries full moon. But it's like not a young energy, but like a young adult type energy. And so the Knight of Wands is very passionate and very excited and excitable. But that can lead to recklessness at times because there's not a lot of constraint. And again, we're going to clarify these cards, so we'll get more into this. This could be a person, but I'm thinking this is more about you, Aquarius. And what you should be holding close or retaining, we have the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is about setting boundaries with people, with others. It's about protecting what you have, protecting the things and the people that you love, protecting your energy and what you've worked for or built for yourself. In the position of things coming into your life and what you should be open to receiving, we have the 6 of Swords. So there could be a situation that you could be moving towards. There could be a desire or need or opportunity for you to move to calmer waters. It's not necessarily asking you to leave a lot behind, but it does indicate that someone is leaving something behind, but also there's some baggage that's being carried with this person into this new, calmer space. This could be in regards to a home. You could have an opportunity to move right now or build or, do something with a home. Okay, in the position of how the world is affecting you and your surroundings, we have the Three of Wands. And so it seems that the world around you, again, there seems to be a lot of passion. You could be working on a project or with someone that you're passionate about, or but this is you waiting for your ships to come in. And so it could be the case that you're doing okay right now in life, that there are things that you're looking forward to, but definitely you have something in mind, and that energy is around you. You could be working with someone else or be a mentor potentially. In the position of something that will be beginning soon. What you should be giving to others is the Chariot. And so this is a major arcana. And so this is an important part of this reading. And this is about giving. So in order to regenerative design and all of those things is like we take from, but we give back to. And part of the problem with us right now is we just consume, and we don't give back. And so this is asking you to share or give. There could be the opportunity to give someone a victory here. Could be. But this could also be, you could be, if we think about moving, this could be a situation of you giving the gift of buying a rental truck, right? The Chariot is us moving forward towards a victory. And so this is, that's going to be that's just an example that would be, definitely not going to resonate with everyone. But that would be the Chariot energy. It's a very steadfast energy, kind of like the Knight of Wands. And so this could potentially be asking you to channel this kind of more scattered Knight of Wands energy, which is moving forward. That thing is going towards something, to this more calmer, grounded, humble energy here. So using that passion to also, to work towards a victory for yourself. I don't know why I'm getting, but for some of you, there could be a situation that you could be gifting someone a victory here. But we're going to clarify. So in the position of something that will be beginning soon, you have the Hierophant. This could be, when I think about the house situation, this could be a marriage. You could be entering a marriage. You could be entering a job that is religious or structured or institutional, like with a university or the government. You may be starting a new religious or spiritual journey. And then the last card here is the lesson that you should be learning now, Aquarius, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is about wealth. It's about opportunity. It's about providing opportunity, taking opportunities. This could have to do with finances, but that's the only pentacle here. And so we definitely have some wand energy, the Chariot and the Hierophant. Sword energy. No cups are here either. So this very much could be about, again, having to do with fire signs, or again, something you're working on, you're passionate about, you're moving towards, and you're very protective of. And so this lesson could be about the energy or that we give to others, or what we put into the work that we do. So that might resonate with some of you, but we're going to clarify these cards. 11:11 on the timer. Knight of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands here in the position of what Aquarius should be letting go of? Why is the Knight of Wands here? Please clarify this. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Okay. Clarifying the Knight of Wands, we have the Tower, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Wands. So again, more very sudden, something sudden, impulsive. This house, this makes me think potentially something could have happened with a house. The Tower card isn't bad. It is a shakeup though. And I feel like there's been a shakeup in energy, and maybe wand energy can also be very, fighting energy as well. So you could have some conflict around you, Aquarius, or something. It could have been a message. There could have been some sort of blockage that happened here that is important that you move past. You could be upset about something and needing to calm some of that fiery energy. Knowing that things are going to be okay. There's more to look forward here. Things you should be holding close is the Seven of Wands. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here, Spirit? Why is the Seven of Wands here? The things Aquarius should be holding close. Okay. The Seven of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Five of Wands. I feel like this is asking you to keep an open mind. In this situation. there is conflict here, and there is potentially a lack of trust, or maybe someone broke your trust and you've had to set some boundaries. And so this full moon is asking you to keep those intact. And if you're not setting boundaries, to do so. I'm not necessarily getting a deceptive energy as much as just a conflict. Okay, in the position of things to come in your life, things you should be open to receiving, we have the Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here? Why is the Six of Swords here? Yeah, there was definitely an ending, and you made a call, and seems to possibly be, you're moving towards something else, or considering it. This could be saying keep your options open. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment card, and the Page of Cups. So you are moving towards something else. You have made a decision here. You know, this could be about making sure that you're not making decisions from fire energy, to balance that out. And you may have an opportunity coming in for you to do that, or you may know of one. There's a need to be open to receiving. Again, keep an open mind, because you could be receiving like new ways of I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Just keep an open mind in how you receive, how open you are, how vulnerable you are. There could be a need to kind of shift, if there's an opportunity to really shift the way of thinking that kind of got you into this potential conflict here. I'm also getting that someone could be coming to knock on your door. That's not for all of you. People don't really knock on doors anymore. I mean, some people do, but we usually call these days. Okay. Moving on to what is surrounding you. The Three of Wands. 1856 on the timer. The Three of Wands is here. Spirit, please clarify the Three of Wands. You may be having to restart without someone that you previously had involved in something. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Two of Cups, which came out in reverse. The Page of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles. See, this is very much about giving and receiving. What seems to be surrounding you? Again, I'm getting that there's a frustration there with somebody that you're involved with, and something that kind of turned on its head or switched suddenly, or someone knocked on the door. I heard someone slammed a door. But the energy that's surrounding you is like, being very focused on grounding. I see people giving to you. And again, this is about opening up yourself to, you know, an example would be like hyper independence, right? And so hyper independence leads to people never asking for help, and therefore, you know, when we engage with people in that way and ask for help, we're vulnerable with them. And I think that there's an energy around you that wants, or this is an energy that you need to embody. You could also be like called to walk away from something and again start something new. There's a lot of young people here. So there could have been a false start, and maybe you're called to do something that you're passionate about where you can give to others. Hopefully that resonates with y'all. Please let me know. All right, what you should be giving to others is the Chariot. Please clarify the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here for Aquarius? 23 on the timer. Why is the Chariot here for Aquarius? Okay. The Chariot is clarified by the Empress, the World, which actually came out in reverse, and the Two of Swords. Or I'm sorry, the Two of Swords came out in reverse, not the World. This is what you should be giving to others. I see, like, again, the opportunity to give someone a victory, to help someone, or again, yourself ascend. Moving towards this ending with things that have been collected. And there's been a source of carelessness that needs to be taken out of the equation here, because it could be causing conflict. That's pretty specific. Didn't I say earlier, this could be like giving a moving truck. If you're moving, it could be like setting up and paying for the moving truck. Which, you know, in a sense is about ascending and gathering things to, for an ending and for something new to come in. It's like the ability to ground yourself in change. Okay. In the position of something new that will be beginning soon, we have the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here, Spirit? Why is the Hierophant here? The Hierophant is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I see something like structured and powerful and institutional coming in or beginning. It may be an opportunity to plant new seeds, offer your gifts to whatever this is that's beginning. Again, it's like an institution. There's a real sense of kind of almost strictness here or conservativeness. This could be about conserving. Prepping is what I'm hearing. Okay. The last card is the lesson that you're learning now, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Please clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Aquarius. What is this lesson for Aquarius? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? One more card to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Cups. The lesson here, this Ace of Pentacles, is about what you are offering to the world or a person or a job, to a financial situation, to a relationship. I see there is fear it could be of loss that gets in the way of you giving your true gifts. And so the lesson here is to ground, I'm hearing, into your roots, getting to the root of this kind of fear and scarcity mindset. Feeling frozen, unable to act. Worry that gets in the way of the abundance that awaits you. Hopefully that resonated, y'all. That's an interesting reading. 31:10 on the clock. Let's get a oracle message. Please let me know if it did resonate, because it helps me to learn how it applies to you all. So it helps me become a better reader and supports the channel. So yeah, let's engage and, you know, have a community. That's what we need these days. Everything's so stressful and isolated. But anyway, what is the oracle message for Aquarius? What is the oracle message for Aquarius? Spirit, what is the oracle message for Aquarius? All right, we've got Wild Yam, card number 65. That could have meaning to you. The number 11 or 1. All right, 65, one of the last cards. It is the last card. Okay, Aquarius, Wild Yam. It is the silk of the web. Wild yam weaves and vines their heart-shaped leafy magic through clearings in the forest. Wild yam is a potent messenger of balance, both in the human body and in the greater ecosystem which we live. Wild yam is an ancient ally, teaching our endocrine system to find balance while allowing elegant and effective communication between the biological channels of our body. Wild yam is a harmonizer, working to preserve and maintain the beautiful web of natural order. Wild yam brings the news that every piece of the puzzle is important and every missing link affects all other things. Wild yam's presence reminds us that the collective wellness is the only way, and without it, every living being in all parts of us will suffer and be thrown off balance. We must never believe the falsehoods that we are separate from the whole. Wild yam is currently considered to be of at-risk status in the United States. This ally is abundant in some places and scarce in others. This plant has long been relied on, and now it's time to care for its resurgence in the wild. Wild yam's message, one that calls for balance and restoration, one that has resounded through our physical bodies for generations, must now become our call to action on their behalf. If you are finding the need for equilibrium within your body, within the greater network of the ecological literacy, invite wild yam to your table, or find your way a clearing in the forest. Our net of life will not hold strong without heeding this call. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Happy full moon, and I'll see you soon.